What we're going to look at today is called solving simple interest problems. So when you invest money into a bank, if you borrow money from a bank, they'll have simple interest equations that may affect how you have to pay back that money, may affect how your money is growing or saving. So we're going to dive into that a little bit today. So first of all, title your account book. Underneath that title, put solve it. Let's watch the video and get started. All right, Gerald compares the offers at two different banks to decide where he should open a savings account. So let's look over here. It says open a savings account will add $100 to your first deposit. So that's what one bank offers. Another bank says when you open a savings account with us, we'll add 5% of your first deposit to the account. Okay. Draw a representation to show how much will be in the first savings account if Gerald's initial deposit were D. So we're looking at part A. The first account says open a savings account will add $100. So if our first deposit was D, they're going to give us D plus $100 into our bank account. Okay. Part B, draw a representation to show how much would be in the second savings account if Gerald's initial deposit was D dollars. So here is B. You're going to get 100% of your money plus 5% of that initial deposit. So you're going to get 105%, right? So to turn that into a decimal, I'm going to call it 1.05 times D. So we're going to multiply that by our deposit. Instead of just adding 5, we're going to multiply it by a percent. Use the two representations you drew to explain how the offers at the two banks are similar and how they are different. So we could get these to equal the exact same thing. Eventually, there would be a value for that initial deposit that would be the same thing. But in other words, they're similar in the fact that you're not just going to get the money you deposited in. You're going to get the money you deposited in plus something else. And which one is a stronger bet is based on really how much you deposit. Think of this. If you had, and I know we all don't have this, but if you had $1 million to deposit and they'd give you 5% of that, that would be a lot more than just getting $100. So it all depends on what you're going to initially deposit to help you make that decision. And you just plug it into these equations and find out which one is more.